Hey, what's up, guys? We're doing a little test crawfish boil, Cajun style, Louisiana style. uh, yeah, I'm actually planning. So for those of you that I've actually asked to do, or if they're interested in doing this, don't be upset. There's just a small one just to get going before wife and kids go off to Korea. It's just trying to stay safe. COVID safe, so that there's no issues getting on airplanes. So we'll make sure to get the bigger one in here in the coming days here. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, for those of you that are interested, the place I get them is actually LA Crawfish. You order them online, they ship it right to your door overnight. What I'm just doing right now is just taking out the dead ones, just so that I know there's a whole like methodology to check if they're good or not, but apparently like dead, it's just best to avoid them, although they're not necessarily bad per se. But yeah, they say they take out the dead ones just to be safe, so that you don't die of food poisoning. So that's what we're doing. But you see, they're nice and lively. I already gave them the first rinse. Already gave them the first rinse to liven them up after being shipped. So just going through these sides right here. This is actually what they call the select, I think it was. If you want the jumbos, you have to order them early on in the week, because they said that it sells out pretty quick. So you see that these here are on the smaller side from being jumbo. So. But yeah, I'm gonna sort through these and get them boiling. So as far as Louisiana crawfish, when you order, they actually give you this instruction here. You can order by phone or by email, but on the back of this here card, you actually get instructions. So even you could be a complete newbie to actually do this at home. They give you all the boils. My friend actually from the south actually recommended that you actually go with double the amount of what they typically recommend, just because it does get kind of bland sometimes. So last time we did one, and it was actually kind of true. It was kind of a little bland, at least to our liking. So this time I'm going to try 2, see how that goes. They actually do give you some Creole seasoning that you can add on top after, and then there's instructions that you'll after you boil them in the pot here, you put it back in there with the seasoning, and you start shaking them and leaving it there to soak up the flavor. It's actually really good stuff. Probably not the best for your heart, but yeah, this is actually a pretty good season here. And once again, some people do get their own stuff or make their own stuff, but we're just gonna keep it simple and go with what they have provided there. One critical point that I don't think it mentions here. There's instructions on if you don't plan on cooking them right away, how to put them on ice and so forth. I will say the last time we ordered them and did it on Saturday, I think they shipped through Saturday, but we did it on Sunday, I think it was. So we left them overnight for a day, and we actually ended up with maybe 15 or so dead. And maybe it was due to size, because they're jumbos before, but this time we only ended up with 4. There's methodologies as far as to figure out how you know that they're really bad, but typically when they're dead, it's something about the tail being curled or something, I forget what it was, but we're just not gonna take chances. We'll just take out anything that we don't see moving out there. So, but yeah, took some out for the kids, just because we got the spicy seafood boil. Probably do those separate so that they're not spicy. And this is the rest of them here. So when you get the jumbos, they're actually a little bigger than these here. I'll attach a picture of my last boil last year, but they will be even bigger than this, and that's a pretty big size, even for around here, especially for around here. But you'll notice that these do look a little different from what you see around here, the types of crawfish. And there are places you can order nearby, but like I said, we've had good success with the LA crawfish, so just went there. But yeah, so as I was saying before, one of the biggest things that this instruction does not go over is that you could get crawfish that are purged or not purged, and you can see how the water is actually fairly clear here, and you want to get it as clear as possible. But I mean, the nickname for these speaks for itself. They're called mud bugs. I mean, they live in the dirt, under rocks and stuff. So you got to give them a thorough rinse so that they actually breathe through clean water, and then they'll actually filter themselves out. And although it looks a little like, although the water's not perfectly crystal clear, if you saw it before, I should have shown you. But it was almost like muddy water. It was like a puddle where kids had run through. So it was like really muddy and murky. So you will definitely want to purge them and clean them out before you put them in there to cook. So right now I'm at the instruction of it needing to boil, and I'm gonna put the seasoning here right now. It needs to come to a rolling boil, and then we'll add the crawfish. So we'll get to the next step here in a few minutes here. But yeah, excited. So other additives that people add are andouille sausage or andouille sausage. I forget the exact name. Sausage, corn. People add snow crab legs, blue crabs. Potatoes are another big one that people put in. Shrimp. So it's really kind of like what you want, whatever you want to add in. It's kind of like a big hot pot. But yeah, that's what we're going with. We're going with blue crabs, crawfish, corn, potatoes, and sauce. Oh, I think I said sausage already, but I think that's it. So yeah, hopefully it goes well, and we'll show you little clips along the way. All right. So I'm excited. Hopefully this tastes a little better than last time, but not that the last time was bad, but just a little bland last time. So all right, I'll come back and show you guys the rest later. Yeah, the seasoning in there, spicy seasoning. It's never legit without a big paddle. It's going in.
It's going, baby. It's going, baby. Oh yeah.
Not for the kind-hearted, but it's gonna fill our tummies.
Make me yummy.
Yeah. Yeah, so we said screw with the instructions. We're improvising. This is what it is, guys. It's looking good. Yummy. It's got the crabs, got the gator sausage, got the regular sausage, got the corn. Potatoes are on the bottom. Got some blue crabs. It's looking good. Alright, go for it. Hey guys, this is the presentation. First up, crawfish.
Yeah, boy, check this out.
Yeah. Crawfish. Second batch of the goodies.
Oh boy,
Well, we got to see it.
Oh boy, it's hot. All right.
Close up. Whoa, losing potatoes. That's what we call a boil. All right, so for this here, if you guys are wondering, it's what we call, was it a Somek tower? So is for soju. It's the rice wine or a wine, or actually it's just like a liquor, Korean liquor. And then there's the mek, which is for mekju, which is beer in Korean. It's pretty much a soju bomb. So you got the soju and the mekju, and we are gonna be drinking and eating pretty hearty tonight. So
We getting fat.
we're gonna enjoy. See you guys later.